Hey guys, it's Mallard with another stamp video, and today we are going to get to open a grab bag from one of my subscribers in Sweden. We are back on the grab bag train. I've got a huge pile to my left I got to get through. I just received another new one today, so I thought I might as well go ahead and get into this, break in a few more of these grab bags and send some stamps back like I said I would. If you would like to exchange grab bags with me, my address you can send them to will be in the description down below. Send me a grab bag in there, leave a note, let me know what you want in return. Let me know if you like the channel, things I could do better. Love to hear it. I love hearing all those things from you guys. And I do want to show y'all, I keep everything. I don't know, these are all the notes and the letters that I've received from the previous grab bag people, and I keep them. I filed them away. I've kept them in order. I've also actually kept all the envelopes you've sent them to me in, because I think some of those envelopes are really cool. I think Finya actually decorated her envelope, which I really appreciated. That's a side note, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys sending me grab bags. I love opening them, discovering things inside. So we're going to get right into it. I did already open it up here. I did not look to see what's inside, but I will pull it out now. And let me just take a peek. All right, so there is a letter in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, read the letter. If there's nothing personal in there, nothing personal information, then I'll read it to you guys. So just bring it back in 1 second. So I just read the letter, and this is from my buddy Albin. He is definitely from Sweden. He says he specializes in collecting stamps from Nordic countries, Great Britain, Germany, France, and the Netherlands. He says he's got a pretty substantial collection there. I'm keeping this folded because his address is right there. He has pretty big collections there. He's interested in some U.S. stamps, but if I can send him some German stamps and a few other European countries, he'd really appreciate it. Albin, I'll be sending them back to you in this video. Stay tuned. You'll see him send you back. He said he sent me an assortment of stamps from Sweden, I believe. Let me see. Some Swedish and Danish stamps. Awesome. So this should be really fun. So what I'm going to do is I'll put his letter up here. I'm going to just show you kind of face like this, and then I'm going to go through them, and I will show you all the highlights of what Albin sent me. So to start off, looks like these are some stamps from Denmark. Pretty cool. Next, yeah, these are from Sweden, I believe. Sweden. Denmark. This looks pretty cool. Sweden. And we've got some nice ones here. Awesome. All right, so like I said, I'm going to go through these cards, or not cards, go through these envelopes right here, and I will bring you guys back in with anything that I find that's really interesting, / at the end I'll just give you a highlight. So stay tuned. All right, I went through the stamps, and he had 2 glassine envelopes, 2 envelopes with stamps from Sweden, and then he had 2 envelopes of stamps from Denmark. I kept these separate because they are slightly older, and I want to make sure I keep those separate before I go organize them in my bins. And then he also sent me this, which I think are really cool. So these are actually coils, I believe. As you can see, it's flat on the bottom and the top, and there are perfs on the sides. And this might be a complete set. I don't know. I'll have to go into my Scott Tech catalog and check it out. But they are coils, and I think they're really cool. They're bigger stamps, so I thought those were sweet. Up here, I'm actually going to have to go do some research on a few of these. If you guys have seen one of my previous videos, I actually organized a few of these older ones into my Sweden collection, but I'm not sure about these 3 up top and those 4 at the bottom. So I'm super excited to go check those out. And then, of course, throw these in my stock book and keep them nice and safe in there. But again, Albin, thank you so much for this grab bag. Stay tuned. I am going to now show you what I'll be sending Albin back in exchange for this grab bag. All right, so I went and I selected a few stamps I'm going to send back to my buddy Albin. He did mention that he collects some European stamps. He is from Sweden, so I'm assuming stamps from Europe are easier for him to find. So underneath this souvenir sheet is actually some stamps I wanted to send him. But then I do have a little selection of U.S. stamps, little higher values U.S. stamps over here that I'm going to show you all at the end. But So we're going to start German stamps and work our way this way, and I'll talk about the stamps as we go. I'll just move this aside. So these are the German stamps I wanted to send Albin back. So these are airmails. This is not a complete set. I do not believe this isn't a complete set. But yeah, I wanted to send these to him. They are all mint. As you can see, no postmark, no cancellation. They're really, really clean and really, really nice. I hope you don't have these. If you do, sorry, I'm sending them. But I did wanted to send you, it's not going to focus. This is a large shield. 2 right here. It's one of the very early German stamps. These can fetch quite a bit of money the higher denominations you go. This one isn't worth a ton of money, but still, it's an early German stamp that I thought you might appreciate and might want to get your hands on. So really quickly, those are the German stamps. We'll move on to the United States stamps. As you can see, I wanted to give him a souvenir sheet here from 1947. Nothing too special. It is mint, but if you are just now starting U.S. stamps, souvenir sheets are part of collecting stamps, and this is one of those souvenir sheets you can check off your list, my buddy. And then this is actually really interesting. So these are, I'll just start with these 2 Washingtons. So these 2 Washingtons, I've talked about these before. I've shown you all these before. I enjoy sending these to you guys. So if you look at it, these Washingtons, there's a difference here, and if you don't know it, it's hard to tell, but there's actually triangles, right? There's triangles on that one, not triangles on this one. And this one is older, this one is not. There's actually 3 different variations of the triangles in the top 2 corners that I'm not going to get into right now. But I always like to send this because it is a slight variation, and to the untrained eye, they're really, really hard to see. So Albin, I hope you enjoy those. Put them down right here. And then on that same kind of vein, I wanted to show you guys another stamp variation that I'm going to send to Albin. So just like those 2 Washingtons, as you can see, no triangle, triangle, triangle. But these 2 stamps obviously have a different color to them, which is really, really interesting. To the untrained eye, you can pick that up. That's not that hard. But again, these triangles, they do have some variations. There are watermarks, all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, all these stamps look the exact same. Their colors are a little different, but sometimes these 2 stamps right here, the only way you can tell them apart, the triangle on the top. So I wanted to send those to my buddy as well. Just, you know, slight variations that make it kind of fun, make your collection a little more detailed. I think it's worth doing. So now we're going to get into this little pile here. There's a really cool stamp at the bottom that I'm really excited to get to, but super common Washington stamp right here. You guys know I got banknotes coming out my nose, so if you guys want some banknotes, I can definitely send those to you. Just let me know in your letter to me that you send in the grab bag. See, here's another one. You can see. Here is a 2-cent Colombian. Here's a 1-cent Colombian with a very, very light cancel. And then this one right here. All right, so this is a super, super early Washington. You can see there's a huge crease down the middle, but that's just part of some of these old stamps. Some people didn't take care of them. Some people hinged them. Yeah, this one has a huge hinge mark on the back, but this is one of the earlier U.S. stamps that is not super common to find. Even here in the States, they're not easy to find, especially in old albums. So I wanted to send this to you, Albin. I hope you appreciate it. And I actually have one more thing. Let me go get it. So I believe Albin mentioned to me in his letter that he enjoys collecting European postmarks and European postcards and whatnot. So I wanted to give him this right here. As you can tell, pretty early German. Berlin, Northwest 7, pretty cool. But this is what's really cool. Check that out. Lots of detail in there. I'm sure that's a mailman delivering mail, is what I'm assuming. And this is just a letter right here. It actually has this on the back. Hotel, whatever. I don't speak German, and I don't want to try to butcher it. As you can tell it's kind of beat up. But I did want to send him this because of this right here, and because it is an early German cancellation right there. I think he'd appreciate this. But yeah, so those are the things I'm going to send my buddy Albin. Again, if you guys want to send me grab bags, the address you can send them to will be in the link down below. Send me a grab bag, send me your address back, and we can exchange grab bags. Albin, I hope you enjoy this grab bag. If it's not what you wanted, just let me know, and we can make it right. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of y'all.